We learned a fun fact that you have never interviewed for a job before. Is that true?
That's true.
Okay, so as your tenure is now finishing in retirement and it's right around the corner, we are going to actually interview you for retirement.
I'll probably flunk.
We'll see. Okay, my first question is, what 3 words do you think describes you?
I'm a reader. I like to read a lot, read almost constantly, probably read 50 books a year. So I'm a voracious reader. I like to debate or argue. It's fun to me. I always like to say, I like to argue, even though I may not agree with the point I'm arguing on. I just like to argue. It's kind of fun. And I'd like for people to think that I really care about the institution, the organizations, the places that I've worked for. And I'm not saying this to brag about it, but I think I could probably go back to all the places I've worked and they'd hire me again to do some work. So that's kind of fun. That's
a big thing. What do you think qualifies you for the job of retirement?
Getting old. Getting old. I had a surgery last year on my neck, and it doesn't move as well as it ought to. And so, I thought to myself, I'll be 70 years old. And it's not that being 70 is particularly old. That's young in the day's world. But my wife told me, you're getting more cantankerous as you get older. So I figured, you don't want to come in and fuss and carry on. So I decided it was a good time. Auburn's in a good place. When I came here, it was a good university. We leave here, I think it's still a good university. We've made some improvements in certain areas. Like I say, the quality of students that come in here is just exceptional. And so when I look at that, that was important. We'd completed a large, comprehensive campaign. It was the largest in the state of Alabama, and so a lot of people invested and committed to try to help Auburn going into the future. And so you didn't want to leave until you at least knew you had met your goals. And so to me, that was important. I've been at Auburn 10 years. The normal life on a president of a public university is between 3 and 4 years. And so a good while. I had served, when I leave next year, 17, 18 years as president of 3 different schools. And so time for somebody else, different ideas, come in here and be better at it.
Do you feel as if you have met those goals?
Well, you never achieve everything you want to do, but I'd have to say that when I came, we went through, I guess, the second most downturn in funding that had ever happened with the recession that we went through. Only the Great Depression was worse. And so Auburn lost a tremendous amount of money, over $100 million a year in ongoing support from the state. Those are phenomenal numbers. They would have destroyed many universities, but this place has been well managed, and it was well managed before I came. So we were in a situation where we didn't have to furlough people, we didn't have to fire people. Our students told us at the time that we understand you have to increase tuition some, and we did, but we'd asked you not to reduce the number of course offerings. So that became really important. It's easy, I can cut your budget by just reducing the number of courses available to you, and it takes you longer and longer to graduate. And so that's not fair to students. And so if we're going to raise some tuition to do it, we got to keep the number of course offerings such that you can graduate. And I'm impressed. When I came, I think the 4-year graduation rate was about 31%, and today it's over 50% graduate in 4 years. The 6-year rate, which is the common rate, is about was 61% when I came, and now you're about 75%. Those are rather significant increases to me, and those are the things that at the guts of a university are important.
You mentioned how important management is to a university. What are you looking for in your replacement as president?
I don't have anything to do with the replacement part. It's important for the outgoing president not to be involved in the selection or involvement in the new. And Auburn's in a good place. It'll have great candidates, and y'all will get a great president.
Okay, and my last question in your retirement interview is, what is the first thing you're going to do during your retirement?
Well, we will probably, when they name a new president and they actually come, it's important for the old guy to get out of town because you don't want to be around. People will call you and whatever. So we will leave, and we've got our beach house is in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So our little getaway is out there. So we'll probably go out to New Mexico and stay out there for a while before we come back to Auburn. I
wouldn't complain about the beach. To finish things off, is there a message that you want to leave with the Auburn body?
I would simply say I get emotional. So I can't do it. I'll just say War Eagle.
Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.